I'm Brittany Allen.
I'm Mackenzie Allen.
Michaela Dawn Ryan.
I'm Katie Sigler.
Josh Michael Dishiner.
I'm Matt Moan.
I'm 16.
I'm 14.
14.
I'm 15.
15.
I am 18.
Well, we always describe DI as like interactive problem solving.
It's a creative solving problem organization. I don't really. It's
Solving problem.
It helps with creative problem solving skills and leadership, kind of, I think. So, like, I describe it as kind of like a club, kind of.
That allows youth to flex their brains, and it gives them a challenge at the beginning of the year, which they have the entirety of the school year, or the majority of the school year, to work on.
You had to be creatively solve problems that are like just interesting and bizarre.
There's actually like a different definition of it, but I don't know the definition. Like some DI people like just rattle it up.
A creative problem-solving challenge.
What she said.
This year, we did structure, and we do structure most years. It's where you have to build a skit and a structure, and the structure is, you have to try and make the structure as light as possible while still holding the most amount of weight.
So we had to build a structure that sat on top of a pyramid, so while weight was going on it, the legs of the structure were spreading out.
Which rips your structure apart. We found that out a lot.
So that was really difficult for us at first.
The top half of my structure was a balsa wood, like all of it was balsa wood. The base was basswood. So, and it's all held together by wood glue.
You get judged on a ratio of the structure where it's compared between the weight of the structure and the weight it holds.
Yeah, like 1,070, something like that.
Yeah, I think, and then like at globals they only let you put on like 1,030,
Yeah.
but we only got
That's
800
weird.
because my structure tilted, which kind of sucked.
And then we also have to do a skit.
Basically, the skit this year, we were lame pirates.
And other pirates were making fun of them because they couldn't find treasure.
I built a jacket along with the rest of the team out of newspaper for the captain of our ship, and it was his costume. And so for the jacket we had we wove thin strips of newspaper through each other to make a material, and then duct taped it together.
We couldn't afford to get me a real jacket.
Which actually I think is much harder, because if we would have just sewn together a jacket,
Oh yeah.
do you know how less time we would have spent? Like Brittany spent 3 months on that jacket.
Well, for the parrot, we took candy wrappers, and if you fold them in half so many times in a certain way, it gets to a way where you can put them together and get a zigzag effect.
This year we had the awesome opportunity to travel to China because they had one of the first ever international ones over in China.
Here in the U.S., we go to a regionals tournament, and then we go to a state tournament, and then if we advance on from there, we go to globals. In China, I don't know if they have the regional tournaments, but they always have their big tournament, which we attended.
Because there are so many kids who don't get to go to
Yeah,
global
there's,
finals
a
in
lot
China.
of them.
And so it's in Minnesota we have a decent amount of kids who participate in DI. But in China it's 4 times that. So there's a lot of kids who don't get to go to globals. And so they wanted to do this global finals-like experience for all of the kids who didn't get to go. And they wanted international teams.
But Anoka Hennepin supported us, and so did China DI supported us too, so that we had the opportunity to go. So that was really fun.
Yeah, it was amazing.
They also not this last globals, but globals before, we got 8th place, and so Minnesota thought that we could do good in China too. That's why they picked us. Yeah.
They literally told us a month and a day before. None of us had our passports besides 2 people, and then we had to get our visas, and then we had to get everything in less than a month. my mom was so mad. She
Yeah.
was like, are you kidding me? Doug called me. Well, he called my mom and goes, hey, does Katie have a passport? And she was like, no, where do you think you're taking her? China.
So I came in one day and Doug's just like, so Matt. I'm like, so Doug, if we got to go to Beijing for DI, what would you say? Yes? If it was in a month, would you still be saying yes? Yeah. Even if you just had to like rush a passport, I will rush a passport to go to China, Doug. This is international travel you're talking about. I'm on this.
We went to the Great Wall of China, which was my favorite. I loved it so much. Yeah, and it's in the mountains, so it's like, oh, so pretty.
We also went to the Forbidden City.
And that is the palace that one of the emperors lived in, and nobody was allowed in there except for the king and his family. And now it's a tourist attraction. And just the architecture and like all the little details that were in that were amazing.
We were at the Forbidden City, and my friend Michaela, we were like standing next to each other. Her mom's like, oh, you guys get a picture together. And we're like, okay. And then we were in front of this turtle thing, and all of a sudden, like, I started to walk away, and this lady grabbed me and goes, picture. And like people started to line up to take pictures with me because they don't see like blonde, curly haired, like tall girls there. And they're like I got a lot of people wanting pictures with me.
But like everyone is so excited to see foreigners in China. So like all the Chinese kids were like crowding us all the time, and so that was really exciting, but also really like unique. Like I feel like that wouldn't happen in America as much, so that was really interesting. Like they were always like wanting to say hi to us and be around
Can I take
us.
a picture of you? Take a picture of you?
Yeah.
And people would just like not even ask. They would just like walk by us and take pictures of us. So it was very weird.
Yeah.
Great Wall, for sure.
Yeah, getting to the top of the Great Wall.
That was
definitely.
so much fun. I loved the Great Wall.
Seeing our name on the second place when the final like ceremonies was going on.
Globals is a bunch of teams from all over.
Like 17 different countries or something like that?
Yeah, many different countries come to, and we go to Knoxville, Tennessee, and do our competition. And that's like the really big global competition, but it also has a ton of states from America too. So that's really cool.
It has like 43 states and 17 countries. This year was the first year that the Middle East came. Qatar came.
Yeah, so that's really cool.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, we did fantastic. But no, we are used to going to globals, so we have a lot of friends.
Yeah, you make friends really easily down there.
It was very loud, lots of people.
5th
Yeah.
out of 64 teams.
Yeah, so we got fifth out of quite a few. It was really
It
fun.
was really exciting.
Brian was a really fun guy, for sure.
Really cool dude.
He was cool.
Well, his name was Brian, and he, what happened was he fell off a truck and hit his head, but he was really important to our team because he was really supportive of us. He was an appraiser, which is like a judge for DI.
He used to be on our team back when he was a youth participant.
When he was with Becky.
Yeah, and so they had gotten like third and second place, and I think they even got first one time as a university level team. But yeah, they've been going.
For a long
Like
time.
he's been going for a long time, and he's been an appraiser ever since he turned 18, and he's just he gave his life to this program.
Like, so there at Globals, there's pins that you can trade, and many people like to trade these. But one of the first pins I ever got was from Brian. It was at our first competition, my first competition in at Regions, and so I was new to DI. I didn't know anything that was going on, and he was like kind of helping us through the ropes and stuff, like the new people. And so then he gave each of our team little fairy, and those are my favorite pins ever.
Amazing guy.
Absolutely.
The first time I went down to globals, he came down. He came down with us, and we roomed together. And there were a lot of times. It was my first global finals, and I had a hard time being really confident back then. And I had some issues with my self-esteem and stuff. And
Now you don't.
yeah,
No, you don't.
I don't anymore. But
Oh, God.
There were times when I was going to throw up because of panic attacks, and I was going to, like, break down, and he would just, like, grab me on my shoulder and look me in the eye and give me an amazing pep talk. And he's probably the reason that I am so very positive all the time today. And he really helped me through a lot of stuff that first global finals I went down to.
I'd say to join it because you can apply it, like, it seems crazy and outrageous, and it is, but that's what makes it so fun. And believe it or not, you can apply some of these things to your real life too, like especially with like being like having to do things right away and right on the go and like on the fly like that. I think that's really important, and working as a team too. I think that's a very important skill too.
Because it's fun. You get to meet new friends, hang out with these guys, and work very hard on these things.
It's like, it's not just like kind of like an activity, but it's like a way of thinking. Like once you start doing DI, then it's just like changes your thinking about like everything. You're like, I can do this.
DI accepts everybody. And so if you are questioning like your place in the world at all, join a DI team, go to a competition. Basically, it's a program that is good for everybody. It lets you flex your brain, it lets you build things, it lets you make things, it lets you act.
Definitely do it and work hard at it, because you never know what you're capable of until you try.
This is a story of Captain Hook. When he came, in their boots men shook. If you don't believe me about his conjured fear, sit down, laddies and lassies, and lend me your ear. It was the May of 1989. Piracy was a dying profession, but there are still men who took up the black flag. Captain's log. May 29th, 1889. I lost another 2 crew members today. Apparently, not being able to pirate makes you not, have treasure or crew or working boat. But at least I still have GPS and Ted.
Captain, are you going to be in there all night writing in your diary?
It's not a diary, Ted. It's a captain's log. Either way, get back to work. We have a crisis. We can't find any treasure. Every other pirate in the sea is laughing at us. It's horrible.
Well, maybe you should just quit being pirates.
Quit being pirates? What do you think? All we do is take money from people. What else should we do?
We could go into banking.
Do I look evil? I mean, compared to banking, piracy is downright honest. No, that won't work.
These pirates look really stupid. I wonder what they would do to find treasure. This could be fun.
There's something in the water, Captain.
Ted, go get it.
You have 2 legs that work. Go get it yourself.
You get it now. Don't get any respect. Says to go to Paris for pirate stuff, like treasure. Should we go to Paris, guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
The destination is on, you're right. That kind of a really tiny island over there?
Yeah.
Recalculating the destination is actually on your left.
Oh!
Zero.
That looks so much better. Yeah. Definitely Paris.
Bonjour and welcome to Paris. My name is Vince.
Oh, are you the guy that sent the note? Where's the treasure?
I'm not just going to give it to you. You're going to have to work for it. Your first task is to build a great tower monument for the beautiful country of France. We shall call it the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, work.
I guess.
I will build an Eiffel Tower and it will rise into the sky, towering above all else. At 163 feet, it will be the tallest man-made structure in all the world. Despite so many protests, believe me, I will prevail. The Eiffel Tower will rise into the sky. You guys are so slow at this. What?
Come on, you're being slow, Captain. Captain,
Don't worry about that. I'm going as fast as I can. What do I look like, a tower builder?
yes.
It might have been a more profitable profession than pirating.
Oh, you shut your trap.
You guys are lousy.
Dudes.
You guys are lousy at everything.
Why do you think we're pirates, not construction workers?
I see it now. You guys
Why didn't you just hire professionals like a normal person?
Yeah, I feel like the choice was bad on your part to go with pirates.
Come on, dudes.
Yeah, no,
Start
I'll watch.
moving.
I'm a supervisor. Guys, look like you're doing good.
I can't see what we're doing. I'm holding a building.
Your strength is incredible, Ted.
I work hard.
Fantastic.
Good diet.
Didn't know you had so much energy in you. Why don't you ever use it on anything else productive?
I think you need to work sometime, sir.
Perfect. Or
Not.
or not. I mean, fine, critique our work. But we're finally done.
Lux, they're good for pirates, not day laborers.
Well, we're getting money, so guess it doesn't really matter. By the way, where is the treasure?
Well, I guess I have to give you something. Here's a note that will take you to your next task, where you will meet another person. Good luck.
Back on the ship. Well, this note says to go to Australia to find the nest clue.
Are you gonna let him send us on a wild goose chase? Can we even trust him?
You know, I'm still the captain, and I still know what I'm doing.
You always say that before you do something stupid. I mutiny, but we can't run a ship even this small with only 4 people.
Take us to Australia, GPS. Had enough with you.
Captain, we're approaching Australia.
Good, good. Let's get into the harbor.
Hey, look, it's that guy again.
Yes, Vince from France.
I'm not Vince. I'm Isaac. Hello, mate. I bet you're looking for another clue then.
Yes, that would be what we are looking for.
Your next clue is in the coral reef. You're probably gonna have to swim.
I'm the only one that knows how to swim.
Yes,
I mean,
you are. Yes, it does.
Hey guys, I found the note. Wait, is that our ship? No, that's way too big. Here you go.
Captain's log. After going to a few more places and meeting a few more people by the names of Luke, Larry, Ian, Isaac, and Nate, we are finally on our way to the great country of Egypt.
Captain, we're approaching Egypt.
Good, good.
Hey, look, it's that guy again.
Hello. Do you remember me? You should. I was the one you met in every country.
I knew you looked familiar each time I saw you. Wait, all your names spell your true identity. Villain.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bravo. In fact, much better than I would have thought. But you have one more task before you can have this treasure. You will have
What
to.
is the task?
You have to climb this great pyramid and retrieve the treasure before the structure breaks. Wah! You'll
Captain.
never get it.
How are we going to do this?
Together. Together.
Together.
Oh no!
It's mine now.
Finally. We have treasure.
Well, Captain, I guess you're not as stupid as I thought.
Aww.
And that is the story of Captain Hook.
Captain, are you telling your stories again?
Just one last time.
Stay here. I'm gonna get him right here. Back up. We'll get 45 minutes.